Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home.
Today we have a few items. One, you can see here, is in a mailing envelope. We will open that one last. That arrived Friday afternoon. And both the items in this little package I purchased at a local vendor mall on Friday afternoon. Get this tissue paper removed and take a look at what we have here. Always excess tape. They never want to leave the price tags in those vendor malls. And this is an interesting little lighter that I did not pay much for. Very small. Has a little base like it is a table lighter. And you can see the marking right there says made in occupied Japan. Like it is marked Queen or maybe Green. There is a brand name there. Got a screw here that is trying to protrude through and come out, and it looks like, I thought that was a rivet when I saw it in the store, but I'm going to need to find a cap to put on that. So hopefully I can find a fulcrum cap that will work okay as a cap in this back fulcrum of this mechanism. But this is an automatic mechanism, which you can see it doesn't appear as though it has been ever lit. And right at the moment, it doesn't even want to stay closed. So that will be a project for us, and that should be some fun. But obviously, for $5, we did not acquire a perfectly working lighter. But that's all right. That's what we do here at DependableFlame.com. So I look forward to digging into that one a little bit more, getting that cap replaced, and hopefully get this mechanism operating flawlessly. Plenty of filth and other contamination on this ashtray, but I had never seen this actual design. And with it being for the Women's International Bowling Congress, WIBC, of 1972 in Kansas City, Missouri, I figured it was surely worth the price that they were asking. Hopefully I can get this cleaned up. You can see there are plenty of blemishes or stains that need to be cleaned from it, and we'll just have to see how well all or any of that comes off. But the ashtray appears to be completely intact. No chips, cracks, anything like that. So I look forward to cleaning that one up and showing it off to you at a later date. Here is an eBay purchase, our most recent eBay purchase. And I bought something that I don't know that I would have ever believed I would have bought. I bought some paper. And paper in the form of matches. This is an old book of advertising matches for chicken in the rough. And I just wonder whether that'll sit. Yeah, that'll sit all right. There in my ashtray that has the place for the book of matches. You can see this says Chicken in the Rough, registered USA, Patent Office, copyright by Beverly Osborne, Oklahoma City. That chicken has a golf club and there's a golf ball, and I assume that's why the chicken is in the rough. Here you can see it is marked, the book of matches, feature matchbook patent, and there's a patent number there, 839545-6, Lionel Match Company Inc., Dallas, Texas. Very interesting. And another really interesting part of this to me, because I plan to make a video. I believe that the chicken in the rough was down on what is now Sheridan, between Robinson and Harvey. I think that used to be either Grand Avenue, maybe Grand Boulevard. Grand Boulevard goes around the city, or that just says 209 West Grand, Beverly's Grill. I think that was the Chicken in the Rough place. If my buddy Jim Thompson up in Wichita, Kansas happens to be paying attention, he might remember Beverly's. A few years ago, on the morning after my 30th, or I should say our 30th high school reunion, class reunion, we went to eat at Beverly's the next morning, Jim, my wife, and I. And as far as I know, it's the only time I've ever been there. I believe that the Beverly's is still in business over on Northwest Expressway. That's the one we went to over by, I can't even remember the name of that hotel and that bar we were hanging out in that night. This was back before my sober day, before I quit drinking alcohol, so some of that night was definitely not in my memories anyway. But a great memory having breakfast the next morning at Beverly's Pancakes, and really cool to me to be browsing through eBay a couple of weeks ago and to see the listing for this book of matches, which said it was complete with all those addresses that we can look up and possibly make videos for those locations. But here's the cool part. There is actual advertising on the matches. I am in a Facebook group called the Wrath Camp Vintage Matchbook Society or something like that. I became aware of that group because of Tom O'Key and his group, Vintage Lighters and Matches. So very thankful to Tom O'Key and for that Wrath Camp group for educating me a little bit on matches and showing me that it's not always just about matchbooks. Sometimes there is really terrific and cool advertising underneath the cover. Until next time.